I'm in the divine design. Then case I'm in the divine design. But which design am I in? The divine design or my human design? If I'm in the human design, if I'm designing my life the way I think I have a right to design it or be in it, and I ignore the divine design, then I'm separate. The 3D reality is only about separation, contrast, disharmony, hardship, struggle, suffering, everything that contrasts, so that we can see it. No other reason for us to play in 3D with all the misery that it holds, except if we could have the opportunity to see who we are in that story. Then the gift that was given to us, the only gift that will take us home, is our free will. Our free will is the activation, choosing. I always say choose and choose well. So when you see this contrast going on, and you stand here and you look at it, and that's this, and that is what I want. That's my truth. That's me in the divine design. But here's me playing in the mess. So now I've got to stand here and go, okay, so what do I want? Do I want this? Then I know how to do this. It's nice. I'll just keep doing it. It's lovely. Forever and ever, and we all stay stuck in the mud here in 3D. No one gets out. Or we can stand here and say, we know 3D is serving us. It's a great platform, a stage production for us to see, to get a very, very important message. We either decide and choose it, activate our free will, choose to have another reality, bring in another frequency, step into a higher frequency, or not. Either way, there is all of eternity for 3D to stay and for us to stay playing karma after karma, journey after journey. We've already been doing it for thousands of years. Do we want to do it for another 1,000? Apparently we do. We either choose or we don't. 3D will only ever be 3D. 3D is not going to change. People say, oh, I wish the change and the shift will come. Yes, in us. 3D is only ever going to be 3D. Because think of all the dimensions. If you have a rainbow and I say, well, okay, now I'm done with the purple and the rainbow. I'm done with it. I don't want it anymore. Well, then the rainbow is not the rainbow. The full spectrum, all the vibrations, and all the harmonics, all the colors are a spectrum. The low spectrum, the end of the spectrum is 3D. It's going to be here because it's part of the rainbow and the design. It serves us well if we can see. But if we can't see, then we're just going to stay in that game forever. We trap ourselves. We hold our children, our loved ones, our family member hostage in it. Because if we decide we're going to come in, we're going to say, oh, my darling, will you just come with me and play that role so that I get the message? And the person goes, we've done this. We've done this about 7 million times. Are you going to really get it this time? No, I'm going to get it. I'm full of love. I'm full of light. I know the high vibration. I'm definitely going to get it done. I won't trap you in karma. I won't be playing it for long. Just need you to come and remind me. We choose the people who are reminding us very carefully because we know we will love them and forgive them and not create more karma. Otherwise, we're all back here. The people who are playing the worst roles with us are the ones we love the most. We don't want to hear that. But that's the truth. We choose the ones to come in, and we come down here and they play a really good job. They do an Oscar-winning performance, playing the contrast, the difficult. And do we see it? No. Because we're too stuck in our woundedness. We won't see it now. We won't see it. They're begging us to finish and see what we're supposed to see and let them off the hook. Free them from our debt, our karmic debt. But we don't. We just keep staying in the pattern. Please, you've got to remember who you are. It could be for your karma, could be for you to finish off some karma, and there's always little pieces of that. But mostly, we are here playing the human game, the collective human game, to clear for the collective human. That's really what we want to do now, because we can't fix all these patterns. The other part that's really difficult, we didn't know that whole thing. Because everyone is stuck into the divine design in all these amazing different ways. If this one comes in and says, I'll play this distortion with you, that's our contract. But they might be playing that distortion for that one. They might be releasing a karmic debt with that one. They've got all these other pathways that are also connected to you. So when they don't get better, we've got to say they're not getting better because they've also got these other stories and these storylines that they're working on. So we've got to give them permission to not get better. We don't know what their karmic debt is or their karmic agreements are. But we are in the divine design, all of us. There is a design. It's a very well-constructed design. It's more intricate than we could ever fathom as a human. It's just too complicated and too beautiful. But when we get out of our body, we go, oh, I see it. And then we get so angry, and then we think, okay, I can do it. This time I can do it. I've been practicing for 1,000 years. This time I'm going to do it. And I've got it now. Now I've got it. This time I'm going back. And I'm going to do it. Don't you worry. Grab all our peeps. Come, we're going to really do this one. We'll make an agreement with them. That someone else has made an agreement with them. And someone else as well. Because it's all interlocked. We're not just a single soul in a contract. We're interconnected, interwoven. Like mycelium. Everything one does affects the other. So then we come in and we do it again. And then we stay in our wound, our pain, our hardship, and our suffering. That's important that we do, because that's the code that says, please release me, release that code. We can't release something we don't know about. There's no ways we can do that. When a friend comes and says to you, I had this and then that happened, I know exactly what I would have done. I would have done this and that and that. We know how to clean it up quickly because we're not in it. We're not tangled in it. When you're in it, you're seeing nothing. You're entwined in the mess. You've got a self-righteous, angry, bitter, whatever the story is that we hold around us to not shift. We maintain that lock. That's locked. And everyone is connected as locked. We're all in gridlock until one of us goes, okay, I can't do anything about them or countries or the leaders or the history. I can't do anything about this that I'm seeing. Nothing. Come back here. Just come back to you standing with sovereignty or absolute like that. What can I do? What do I choose through me? Because I'm an activating energy vehicle. What will I choose to activate in this one single drop? Goes into the pond, makes a ripple. That's me. What ripple do I want to make? What do I want to activate? And I choose for me. That's why we're saying we're not wanting to get into the mess anymore. Because it's hopeless. Everyone's connected to everybody else. And we play in the ultimate game of manipulation when we say, I can't get better until that person behaves in this way, until that resolves. We rely and depend on all these things so that we can be happy, so that we can be fulfilled. When did we give all our power away to that which is outside of us when we are a complete unit of awareness? We are the very breath of the divine. We're one perfect drop. We're giving all our power away to everybody else. I can't be happy until, when, if. Conditional energy, that's conditional, it's a hook. Anything that's got a condition so that everything that's got a condition in it is a hook. It's going to grab you and it's going to hurt you. It's so subtle because it underlines the structure of 3D. That we've got to depend and rely and we've got to disappoint and we've got to be in pain with each other. It keeps that 3D game highly activated. When we don't depend on this country's governments, leaders, family, we don't rely on them to be a certain way so that we can be happy, and we drop into our center and I choose me, I choose to be happy in this moment, doing what makes me feel fulfilled, and exuding, releasing this energy of light and vibrancy and love, compassion, kindness. There's a cleaning of it. In the moment by moment, we're cleaning and cleaning the energy of us. Then we become an opening, a ripple opening. Conditional energy maintains the 3D structure because all you have to do for governments and everyone else was throw a little bit of fear in, a little bit of dread, a little bit of a threat like this. Everyone goes into terrified. Might not have enough money, might not have a job, might not. That's what we're creating. We're all shaking in our boots and terrified. We're given all our power away to be so played and manipulated. And those who know how to play that game, oh boy, they're playing it well. Look at the news. Playing it so well. Terrifying the people into absolute, wide-eyed, blind, overwhelmed terror. They don't know how to move and what to do. Forgotten who we are. We're one drop. We're one breath of God. That's us. When we come back to our power, we remember that we are that sovereign, absolute, and we hold it. Even though this, even though that, even though this one, you do you, and I am going to focus here. Don't get distracted, not get attached, not identify, not play in any other game. That is our most enormous challenge now for humanity. Come back to our sovereignty. 3 sacred commandments. Remember who you are. 1 drop of divine light. Remember who you are. Hold gracious space. You are the being that is in this space. All you have to do as your being of light is hold it as graciously as you can. Every now and again, we're just going to get so cross and we jump up and down and scream, depressing, dropping energy. But what is the door that opens the 180 degrees of that pain? What is it? It's light, love, harmony, grace, compassion, understanding, forgiveness. It's all of this, integrity. But we all stay and we play and we amplify that. But we see it and we forgive ourselves and laugh at our ridiculous, wonderful self for feeling it. But if we feel it, we can heal it. Because we've got that momentum in us, that activation through the heart and the soul that says, no, not doing that, but we've got to be mindful. Otherwise we get sucked into the machine and now we've forgotten everything. Here we go again. Out the machine. Hold the space that you hold. It's all your heart and all your soul to your last breath. Free yourself. Release the karmic debt. Stand in your sovereignty. Sounds so easy, and it should be. Except for our human element. Can you hear how simple it is? That's why no one will do it. Because it's too easy. All I have to do is choose. What? All I have to do is choose. The third thing, when you've got these well and truly planted, then you activate. The way you activate is choose. This is a mess. But what is 180 degrees? If I open that dark room and I swung that door 180 degrees open, what is the frequency that connects them? This is on that scale, the higher end scale, and the others on the low end scale, but they have got a connecting thread. If that thread is lighting up and saying, I'm in pain, I'm getting tangled, I'm getting lost, and you see the pain, you can also see the joy, the divine, the light at the same time of that particular frequency, and you steer your energy towards that. We also would have to do something, and then we get lost again because now we start being humans again, doing something. No, do nothing. Do no thing. Then if you can tell yourself I'd have to do nothing in this, then maybe I can do that. Because the only thing we have to do is to come into agreement with ourselves. Agreement opens your activation, opens your free will. It opens your ability to trust, honor, and connect to you, to hold yourself in grace, to remember who you are, to hold the gracious space, agree with you. Never, ever, ever again disagree with you, ever, because then you throw yourself back in the lion's den. You come back and you agree with you. This is not what I want for me. You see that, this whole mess that's going on here. And then we got to fix it and do it. No. Now, all you do is look at that, stand here as this divine being looking at it, the pathways, and agree with this being that you don't want that. No more. Not for me. No, thank you. Not playing in it. Not picking it up. Not entertaining it. Not trying to fix it. Not trying to do any human. I'm doing no thing in it. All I do is agree with me that I don't like that. That's all you have to do. Agree with you that you know something else, and then you stand in that. I am this being that knows something else. That's why this hurts me so much, because it's the contrast. 3D has given us a great ability to see, to open our awareness, to elevate our energy because of this contrast. The minute we get it, we step into this, we have shifted. We shift our energy, we elevate it. And then when we elevate it, this platform that's got all this stuff doesn't exist here. Like the dial in the radio. This is the radio station playing. When you turn the dial and you listen to another radio station, it's as if this one doesn't exist. You cannot hear it. You can't see it. You can't feel it. You can't be influenced by it. You're just in a different vibration. But you've got to agree with you that it's time. And that to be. We're on time. And the perfect time. And the perfect being for being here. At the pivotal time of the human story. We came for this. We came to stand here right now in this because we have done and done to the point of absolute, complete frustration. Light workers are very angry. Great. Don't be angry because you can't do anything. Be angry that that story is still playing. Harness that energy. It's just energy. Activate you. Stand in more determination, more courage, more light, more love, more compassion. You do it for you. Just you. Don't need to do it for anybody else. Just you. Agreement, alignment, reconnect, and then the ripple opens again. Then we start the next frequency. The two frequencies are sitting right next to each other. All we have to do is one thing, that's agree. Just take one step into it. Remember who you are and hold that gracious space. Agree that you are here on time. We chose to come in now, to be grown up, to be ready. So here we are. How fantastic. All we do is one small step. One small step now is when we get it. We just need enough of us to tip the frequency, the human stories. It just takes enough for it to lock into that next thing. Those who want to stay and play, we've got all of eternity. 3D will always be here. It will always be here. It's not going to get better. We are going to get better. How wonderful. So we're going to finish our stories. We are going to be the ones to do this. Once we get out of 3D, we're not in contrast and pain. 3D is the platform for that, so that we can awaken and see. The next step is just a gentle movement towards higher and higher awakened awareness, light, love, kindness, collaborations, beautiful energy. It's right here. We know it because we are that already. We just came in to help this bunch of sweethearts down here. That's why we're frustrated. That's why we're angry. That's why we feel like we don't belong, we don't fit in, and we want to go home all the time. But we made a commitment. We've tied in a lot of others in that. If we pull ourselves out now, in like a spider web, every little thread that's holding on, is creating the perfect balance for that entire structure. And we come along and we just do this and we break one of those threads. and the whole structure has to try and organize itself to hold the attention in the same way. Can't. Wind's going to come and it's going to blow it away. Just every one of us stay anchored in. Remember who you are, hold your gracious space, and activate. We must truly see how spectacular it is.